guys, it's me, Grey Wolf, back to do another video for you. This is episode number 3 of Boxy Brown. Take it away, Boxy.
I ain't hearing that, see. You asking and you telling. Because nobody tells Boxy Brown.
I'd already filmed episodes 3 and 4 of Boxy Brown, but for some reason the software that runs this camera that I use likes to change the audio input periodically from the camera to the PC or the laptop, and then I get no video in my, get no sound in my videos. So I'm basically having to reshoot episodes 3 and 4. So everything's pretty much already unboxed. I'm just gonna basically go over it, and we're gonna do episodes 3 and 4 like that, since I have to redo them. So let's get this thing kicked off. Episode 3 was originally supposed to be the order that I put in at r2hobbies.com, which contained my drifter and was mostly stuff related to my drifter. I did buy some additional things, however. That video ran quite a long time because it was such a big order. So I'm actually just narrowing episode 3 down to the drifter specific parts, or the drifter related parts mostly. I don't know, there's a couple other parts I got set out here that aren't necessarily for the drifter, but I'm kind of chopping it up a little bit to condense down on time. So let's just get started here. This is actually the drift kit that I bought. It is a complete kit. As you can see, it is all parts. It's just bags of parts. So yeah, that's going to be fun to build. This is a cheapie, actually. R2 Hobbies. I think it's r2hobbies.com. If that's not it, just Google R2 Hobbies. Basically sells a Yokomo Type C Drift Plus clone, and that's what this is. This is the clone of the Yokomo Drift Package Plus, which is a Type C drifter. Just looking through the parts, yeah, I can tell there's some parts that have low quality, mostly smaller parts. Some of the metal smaller parts are lacking a little bit in quality. Most of the stuff, it's kind of minor. Like one of the things that I noticed was a heat sink for a motor. It's kind of made out of cheap metal, but most of the parts, like the chassis in particular, most of the parts seem to be actually pretty decent quality for no more than this cost. I think this kit sells for about $76 or $78, something like that. Although it did cost me around $25 or $30 in shipping, but still, for any kind of RC kit, it's pretty cheap. I decided to go with the clone for a couple of reasons. The clone was actually recommended to me by my good buddy Dave Weston, who is an Australian Facebook friend of mine who does nothing but drifting. All of his stuff is drift oriented. I think he has 5 drifters. Anyway, he talked his buddy into buying one of these clones, and basically said that they were, for the money, that they were good clone. They were good kits. They will hold up. And if any of the parts don't hold up, or if I want to do hop-ups or whatever, this kit is supposedly, and it even says that it's compatible on R2 Hobbies website. This is supposedly, according to Dave, 100% compatible with all of the Yokomo Drift, all of the Yokomo Type C Drift Package Plus parts. Supposedly this is a 100% fully licensed clone. So I figure any of the stuff that's too cheap, or if I have problems with it, well, first off, it being a drifter, it's not going to get bashed around as hard as your typical kit. So I'm not really expecting to have too much trouble with it, but if I do, then I can always go to the actual Yokomo part and upgrade to the actual Yokomo part. So anyway, I did get the this comes in several different accent colors. I got the red, Typically, I want to say it's like 5 different colors it comes in. I believe it's red, blue, pink, purple, and green, I believe. Although the only 3 colors that they had in stock when I ordered was red, blue, and pink. Pink was definitely right out. And then between red and blue, I mean, everything's blue aluminum. Blue aluminum is so common to find in hop-ups, so I went for the red. Even though I technically already have a kit, my LST2 electric was done up in red aluminum, but yeah, that's fine. My Often 9.5 was done up in blue aluminum, so I don't know. I almost went pink just for the hell of it, just because how many pink accent drifters do you see floating around out there? But I figured outside of the parts that came with the kit pink, I figured it would be pretty hard to find anything else, so I decided not to, just for that reason. Let's see what else. Bodies. I did get a couple different bodies. This is my Nissan Silvia body. This should be pretty sweet once it's all painted up. It did come with some stuff. You know, these are the. This is basically the wing and the wing mount for the back, and this part right here is apparently called a light box. I'll show you why. If you look, let's see, I'm about to move this. If you look right here, you can see that this body comes with decals, a light box, masking tape, and a spoiler. Well, I've got the decals and the masking tape, which I'll show you here in a minute. I've already showed you the spoiler. So that only leaves a light box, which this must be a light box. However, I have no clue what a light box is. This is my first drift kit. I don't know what this is for. So if any of you guys, sorry. So, you know, whoever's out there that does drift kits or knows a lot about various bodies, if somebody could tell me what this is for, I would appreciate it, because I don't have a clue at this point in time. So anyway, that's the Silvia body. I also got this body. This is a Lotus. Oh, I forget what this is called. A Lotus. To be perfectly honest, I forget which Lotus this is. I can't remember for the life of me. But I bought this mostly just because, you know, it was pre-painted and everything. It was only $7 and some change for this lid, and I figured I'm going to need something to use as a lid until I get around to, you know, painting the Silvia lid and everything. So this is basically just a cheapy lid that I picked up, and it actually looks pretty cool. One thing I have noticed about this lid and even the Silvia lid, which kind of surprised me, seeing as how the Silvia lid was actually pretty much, I mean, this is a cheap body, so I understand why this is kind of a cheap thin Lexan. But the Silvia body was a 25, I think it was around $25 or so for that body, which is about what you would expect to pay for a 10 scale body, or pretty close to it. And it's also actually kind of thin Lexan, so I was a little, I don't know, I don't want to say put off, but I was a little, I don't know what you want to call it. I was a little surprised, a little disappointed, I guess would be a good word for it, to see that that it was a little bit thinner, cheaper Lexan, even though it was kind of, you know, basically about the same amount of money for a normal body. Anyway, moving right along, I figure that this kit is going to have 48 pinion gears, and the only 48 pinion gears I have are bigger ones. I have currently I have a 28, a 31, a 33, and a 35. So I basically ordered the Robinson Racing 6-pack, which comes with see, comes with 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and 26 tooth pinions. There is the 22, 24, and 26 pinions there. And then here are the 16, 18, and 20s. So I got pretty much a comprehensive set of 48 pitch pinions now. I also have a similar collection of Mod 1 pinions. The only ones I'm still kind of lacking at this point is 32P. But I haven't had a reason to buy a bunch of them yet, so I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Not drifter related, but these are laying here, so I'll go ahead and throw them out there. These are battery straps, Spectrum battery straps. I got these from A-Main Hobbies. I actually got 2 sets of these. This particular set is 480 millimeters long. These are extremely long battery straps. So long, in fact, that I couldn't use them for what I intended them for. What I ended up doing was I bought these 480s, and then I bought these are 420 millimeter. I also bought a set of 280 millimeter straps. Basically, the problem was on my LST2, the low-Z conversion kit that I bought, the battery tray on it for the bottom section, it's a 2-layer tray. If you've never seen it, one layer sets above and in front of the bottom layer, and it's really designed for using 2 batteries in series. Either 2 3S is run in series, or like a 4 and a 2 run in series, or whatever. The problem with the bottom part of the battery tray is, the existing straps that they give you for the tray, they're too far out. All of my battery packs, whether it be 2 or 4 cell hard packs from Genzace, whether it's my 6S Sky Lipo packs, my Zippy 6S packs, whatever, they're all too short to fit under both battery straps. So I dremeled some holes, made some modifications, dremeled some holes, moved the battery straps in so I could actually get them around both sides of the battery. The problem was the existing straps weren't long enough if I wanted to use a single 6S cell, or a single 6S lipo rather. I originally bought these 420s thinking I would use these 420s. Sorry, got sidetracked. I originally thought I was going to use these for the bottom tray, but these are actually too long, even if you're using a 6S pack in there. Luckily, the 280s are just about right. I wish they were just a tad shorter, or a tad longer rather, but they're just about right for a 6S pack. They're probably a little too long for a 4S pack, which is typically what I use. I either use a 4 and a 2 or just a single 6S pack, but they will still work on the 4S pack. So, all that's good. Let's see what else. I got a couple different pair of wheels. This is the first set of wheels that I bought. Like I said, the car does have red accents, so I got these because they have red accents. Plus, I really just like 3-point rims for some reason. So I got those. Let's see. I also got these rims here. These are some 5-point rims, but these aren't quite 5 points. They're more of a, I don't know what you call that design, but it looks pretty cool, I think. So anyway, I got those 2 sets of wheels, and then now the kit does come with wheels and tires already. I haven't really seen the wheels that comes with the kit yet because I haven't really opened it. I did see the wheels, and the wheels are what they call the hollow hard rubber. And basically, they're just like your regular hard rubber wheels, except for the center has a groove, basically. So really the only traction points you get are on the outside and insides of the tires. I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of that is. Again, somebody that's watching this video, if you're a drifter, and you understand why they, why they make the quote unquote hollow tires, please leave me a message and let me know what they're for. Got a couple other sets of tires also from R2 Hobbies. These are just standard. Um, these are just standard hard rubber tires. They call them hard rubber. They're almost plastic feeling. They're pretty hard. These were actually labeled as HPI Sprint to OEM wheels. However, the set of 4 was only $4 and some change. So whether these are true HPI OEM Sprint 2 wheels or not, I kind of doubt it. Although they could be. I'm not sure. My buddy Dave that I was telling you about that was basically the one that talked me into finally getting a drifter, recommended these tires off their website in particular. These are the ones that he uses. He says they work really well. So I think I'm going to use these with these wheels here. And then the second set of wheels I got are these. And these are called irregular diamond cut. And the diamond cut, basically they're one edge of these is cut at an angle, and from what I understand, these are used for when you're running really high angles of camber. I don't plan to start out running high angles of camber. In fact, I plan on starting out using zero camber. At least that's what's been suggested to me to do. So I understand the diamond cut part of it. But here's another thing that I don't understand about drifting. I don't understand the difference between an irregular diamond cut and just a regular diamond cut. Again, somebody fill me in if you got the answer to that one. So these, I thought these were particularly cool too because they were white. I mean, how often do you see white tires? So I figured I'd use these with the red rims since it'll give it a little color. And that ought to be pretty cool. What else? This is running a little long, so I'm going to try to get through this quickly. Got some paints in, fast color paints, again from A-Main. The fast color, this is fluorescent red. I got fluorescent orange. This is just a clear coat. I also have fluorescent yellow, but it wasn't part of this order, so I'm not putting it up here. My paint scheme for my Sylvia body is going to be a combination of fluorescent yellow, orange, and red. So anyway, I haven't used the fast color yet, but I believe this is what I'm going to go to. I know a lot of people prefer lacquers, and I probably would prefer lacquers too if it wasn't for the fact that I live in an apartment. I do have a spray booth that I built myself that is vented to the outside, but the problem is when I'm spraying lacquers, and I have the respirator and the whole 9 yards. The problem when I'm spraying lacquers, especially this time of the year when it's cold out, is first off, I can't leave my spray booth running the whole time while it's drying, and because it basically vents out. The window that my spray booth vents out is basically at the bottom of the stairs for my upstairs neighbors. Both the upstairs neighbors use the same stairwell, and I don't want to basically fumigate people that are walking up and down the stairs while it's drying. But by the flip side of that coin, I can't leave it off and let it dry because then the lacquer fumes fill up in the room, and I've poisoned myself, if you want to call it that, twice now with lacquer fumes, and I'm not doing that again. The last time was particularly bad, and yeah, that was not fun. So I understand the fast colors can be harder to use. I understand that a lot of people don't prefer them. I've also seen a lot of videos of people using these on YouTube and whatnot, and have gotten some fantastic results. So, sorry about that. It's my phone. I gotta start remembering to mute it when I do these videos. But anyway, so, yes, I understand you gotta have higher PSI to spray them. Thinning them can be a little trickier. you know, things like that. But I am going to acrylics because I just can't deal with lacquer fumes in this apartment. So along with those, I got a couple of mixing bottles here, and I also got the bottle adapters so I can hook. These are specifically designed for the fast color bottles. You basically hook them right up to a bottle of fast color paint, and then it allows you to hook that bottle right up to your airbrush, and then you can just airbrush with the bottle. You don't have to use a separate cup to do it or whatever. Um, Also, to go along with that, LED stuff. I already have a set of actual LED lights, like an LED light kit that I plan on using on the Sylvia body. I also got these red wheel LEDs to put on there. A couple of red LED strips that I'll use for like underlighting the kit. This is just the sticker and paint window mask and stuff for that Sylvia body. And then I picked up a couple of Parma masks. Picked up a couple of Parma masks. These are basically they call them drip designs. This one's a long drip design, and this other one is, if I can get the right one in front of the camera, a big drip design. One of them just has big blobs. The other one has kind of thinner, longer blobs. I've always heard them called scallops, but I couldn't find anything under scallops when I was doing it. So, well, I believe that about wraps it up for episode 3 of Boxy Brown. Don't forget to leave me feedback down below. You know, use the like and dislike buttons if you would. Although if you do use the dislike button, please just leave me a quick note as to, you know, what it is exactly you disliked, so that, you know, if I get enough feedback in that area, I can make changes. So please do that. Share the videos if you like my channel. By all means, share the videos. They're out there for entertainment and or learning. So yeah, by all means, share them anywhere and everywhere you want. Please subscribe, and if you like RC pics, please check out my Facebook page. That's where I keep all my RC pics, and you can also leave me comments, questions, feedback on there as well. That is www.facebook.com/GrayWolfStudios74. Or you could also leave me questions and comments via email at graywolfstudios74@gmail.com. Peace.